Oye, Tommy, dame el fuego, papi.
I'm just trying to see that Lissy.
Alright, welcome to another episode of Hoopers and Shooters. Wagwan, my brothers.
Come on,
We're there.
Alright, today we're gonna fly through the power rankings. So I think the last time we done the power rankings, it was Rice first, Saliba second, Gabriel third, Saka fourth. I think was it Trossard? No, Ben White fifth or Trossard fifth, something like
I think
that.
it was Ben White fifth.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
I feel like that's all gonna get switched up.
Yeah.
We ain't been here for a minute.
Yeah. So much has transpired.
Yeah.
So
We've been
much
in
has
GCs
transpired.
talking.
Yeah.
We understand everything has been overlapping. So let's just get straight to the nitty gritty. Who's number one?
Bakayo.
I think it's
Bakayo.
Gabriel Magalhaes.
I think it's between Bakayo and Big Gabby.
I think it's Gabriel Magalhaes.
Yeah, Gabriel gets my votes.
I think it's between
tricky one, man. It's
I think it's
tricky,
between Bakayo and Big Gabby, because if you're looking at it on like defensively, we've been so much better.
Hold on, Sonny, because you're not going to finesse the system.
There we go.
Because the metrics now, it's a clear metrics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Performances first,
Yep.
moments second,
Yep.
GA third.
Yep.
I think if you look at performances
Yep.
and moments, Gabriel's top.
All right. And as I said, I think it's clear between two players. So if
I know what
based,
he's doing.
If based on the metrics,
I know what he's doing.
If based on the metrics, that
I know what he's
if
doing.
if based on the metrics,
He's
that puts
fought ahead.
number
He's
one.
fought ahead. He said, if I'm not getting one, I'm going
Especially,
to...
you know what it is? From the last Power Rankings episode, I could tell Sonny was going to come here.
Yeah.
Wiggly
And do you know what's
system.
mad? Do you know what's mad? I'm not here to even argue this power rankings, you know? Because I agree.
Hey,
I actually think Gabriel first
and Saka
second. I actually think that still.
Do you know what's mad? Reese, I've just been sat there. I've been bookmarking
Yeah,
stuff. I created a portfolio.
yeah.
I had such compelling
can't argue it.
arguments.
I can't
They're
argue
not
it.
even needed today.
I can't argue it
But
still.
yeah, no.
Because for me, it's not just GA with Saka anymore.
Yeah.
I actually am attaching it to moments.
Yeah.
Like the way he scored that goal, I was like, bro, that's
Yeah.
not just GA. That's not just a goal
that's
to
a
me.
moment of
That's a
magic, bro.
moment. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like his overall performances have improved considerably since the Dubai break. You understand what I mean? That he's not just scoring tap-ins, he's not just scoring pens, he's scoring well-crafted goals, right foot, left foot, how do you want it? You understand what I mean? But before we move on to the second, I just want to give Gabriel his flowers, especially because Jay isn't here to do it. I think Jay's been trying to plant the seeds every week, but it's like he's been gradually just creeping up the ladder. And now for me, he's been our best defender this season and our most consistent performer. Like in terms of like certain man that Declan Rice will be maybe a 9 this week, and then he'll have a game where he's a 6. It's an anomaly, but it happens, isn't it? With Gabriel, he's just been 7, 8s, and 9s throughout the season.
See what it is though, yeah. I do agree with Saka and Gabriel be 1 and 2, but it's like trying to differentiate like the moments in games and who's been more impactful. Because Saka's been scoring 1 or 2 every game, but his performances have been good. But on the other side, I always say Gabriel has been like not the main contributor defensively, but he's been the outstanding one, the one that stands out the most.
Yeah.
Arsenal's numbers defensively have been phenomenal this season.
Yeah.
Arsenal have had the most clean sheets this season. Like, it's not wild that our defender is our best performer this season. A lot of people believe if we win the league, it's due to our defense.
And if you're talking about moments, Gabriel's been popping up with
Goals.
big moments.
Yeah.
as well. You know what I mean? Big
Even
goals.
against Newcastle.
Yeah,
We're talking about being one of the best teams at set pieces this season.
Yeah, he's one of them.
Gabriel's causing carnage.
He's
Yeah.
a big part of that.
Look at the box here before we take a corner or free kick. And if Gabriel's in there,
He's the main
bro,
Yeah.
he's pulling.
He's who they're looking for.
dragging-
Even against Porto, that miss, that they were looking for him.
Do you know what's mad, yeah? He goes over to Declan Rice and Odegaard. They'll have a little chat like, so I'm going to put it on the penalty spot. He goes back, he communicates with Havertz, Saliba, Ben White. Then you start seeing the movement. So Ben White's like, cool. I'm going to do a job on the keeper. Havertz and Saliba, we're going to pull them back post. But it's him that they're looking for. It's Gabriel. The whole set pieces are crafted to find Gabriel. And it's not the same set piece every time. Like, didn't he score a near post flick on header against West Ham? Declan Rice took the free kick.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like, so it's like, even the Newcastle game, bro, powerful header. I don't even know how Karius got a hand to that, to be fair. He's got strong wrists. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's he's just there and he's just making stuff happen. You know what I mean? He got a brace against, was it Palace?
Yeah,
the
but the guy
5-0,
got a
yeah.
brace in it.
Like, bro, like
he's
there's
number
not,
one.
There's not
man.
centre backs
Said
doing
that,
that.
got a brace.
You
he's
get
number
what
Got
I'm
the most
saying?
goals in the Prem since he landed out of the
Like,
defenders.
bro,
Yeah,
he's
he's
a
number one.
monster,
He's
and that's
number
just
one
going
still.
forward. Like he's been locking up strikers left, right, and centre.
Anytime there's a big physical striker,
Yeah.
I'm like, Gabriel, get him.
Yeah,
Like, I'm just confident. Get him. Even for Fofana, I love what he done to Fofana, Burnley. Like, he does it all the time.
He's
still.
not getting booked. He's not giving away stupid fouls.
Yeah.
He's winning the ball and he's shouting at man. Do you get who was it that they missed? And he was
Nunes.
He laughed at him.
Like, bro.
Yeah.
He's a madman. Do you
And
know
I
what I
think
mean?
because we've been so spoiled by what Saliba's been doing as well, yeah. I go back to when we first even signed Gabriel. Bro, a lot of big teams wanted him. It was like a big thing for us getting him at the time. And he was like 21 still at the time when we got him, like 21, 22.
I think even bring it back sooner. Like, there was a few Arsenal fans that wanted him gone in the summer.
Yeah.
They were like, do you know what? I'll take that money,
One of them's in the room with us.
I didn't want him to go. I just said, yo.
I didn't even know that,
Wait, let me clarify.
Bruh.
No, I just said, look, if the right money comes, you can go in it. But that's purely because I just feel like, you know what, let me not say it. Because it's playing well. Like, I don't want to discredit the guy.
And I think
He's doing very
the
well. He
conversation...
surprised me this season.
I think the conversation even needs to extend from him being our best player to one of the best centre-backs.
100%.
Wow.
Like, if we're talking about team of the season,
This season so far.
He was always
he's
one of the
given
best left centre backs in the world, but now maybe just take away the left.
Just take away the
Yeah,
left,
he's just
man.
one of the best centre
Him and
backs.
Saliba, again, maybe it's because we're...
They're definitely
Arsenal
the
fans,
best partnership.
we got a lot of PTSD, man, because I feel that certain times we overhype our players.
Yeah.
Sometimes we kind of underhype them.
Yeah.
it's because we're guilty of overhyping our players
yeah,
so much.
yeah.
So it's
Bro,
like,
But I do think we've got the best
guys
partnership.
Yeah.
In world football right
Yeah.
now, you can't find
there
a lot
isn't
of
one.
defenders
There
better than
isn't
Gabriel.
one. There isn't a partnership better
Yeah.
than Gabriel and Saliba. I'm telling
Yeah.
you. So yeah, man, Gabby number one, big Gabby. Shout out my boy JS. He
Jay,
worked
man.
very hard for this.
Palenque.
I wish you were
JD.
here. I wish you were here for this moment.
Yeah,
but you know what I mean. We'll give you your flowers. in
Yeah.
Fought the
spirit.
good fight.
Yeah.
I ain't
saying,
giving
before
you no
good fight,
flowers.
still.
I ain't giving you
I
no
don't know
flowers.
how he's done that. You know?
I'll give you a super bowl though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we move on to number two, there's
Nah,
been
that's
a-
Saka though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
So, you know what
okay,
I mean,
cool.
let me do my thing. There's been a
Cool,
debate online. Is he world class? Is he better than this guy? Is he better? Leave him alone. I tried to tell you this months ago. Just leave the you alone. Just accept, yeah. He might just not be your cup of tea as a winger. You might like wingers that do 4 or 5 step overs, you know what I mean? Get to the byline and cut it back and it just hits the defender's legs and goes out for a corner. But that might be what wows you. Like, there's not many guys putting up the numbers that Saka's putting up. Another 20-piece in the league.
Bro,
Another
his
20
GA
piece
is
in the
already
league.
better than last season's.
He's already outdone his GA from last season. And we're only, at the time of recording, we're still in Feb.
13 goals, 16 in all comps.
16 in all comps. He's
16
four away.
goals
He's
in
4
all
away from a
comps.
20-piece in all comps.
Hey, son, you see, you spoke about the step overs and that.
Yeah.
Bro, he bought out yesterday, bro.
Bro, do you get what I'm
Joko
saying?
Benito was live.
Do you know what I'm saying?
He was live. You guys see
You know
that?
what I mean?
I saw it.
Boy,
Bro, he's just out here spinning fullbacks, putting the ball in the back of the net and reading his Bible. Like, you don't see no scandals.
you keep freaking
bro,
out?
you don't see no scandals with Saka. You
The
don't
most
see,
scandalous thing was the hair, bro.
bro,
That was
the most scandalous thing is he dyed his hair.
I still don't
Bro,
forgive him for that.
They went brazy. They went brazy about
Too much in the hair.
Bro,
The different
Like,
form,
Reece,
our results, everything went.
all I know is you're not gonna see my winger out here with a bust down chain and an iced out rollie. That's just not his
I
thing.
remember,
Do
no
you know what I
drip.
mean?
Yeah,
I'm saying
yeah.
about Fashion Week, no drip.
You get what I'm saying? He's had the same trim since that 019. He goes to his barber, he says, give me the usual. You get what I mean? Like bro, just let him cook. All he cares about is kicking ball and just going home, patterning his recovery. He lives a good life, you know what I mean? Just let the youth land in it. He might just not be your cup of tea, but we got to stop disrespecting Saka. Stop comparing him to guys. Just let him do his thing. Let him carve out his own legacy. We don't need to compare him to Cristiano Ronaldo, and we definitely don't need to compare him to Philip Foden. You understand what I'm saying? Just let him carve out his own legacy and enjoy the show. The youth's 22. You understand? Whether you think he's world class or not, you have to respect what he's doing. 100%. Big teams, little teams, still no one has more GA than him in the champs. Leave him alone.
Top goal scorer in European league since the year began, by the way. Only Vlahovic can match him.
Just leave him alone.
Damn.
Just leave him alone. What's that now? Seven goals in his last 5 games.
Only Vlahovic has done that, bro, in Europe.
You understand? Just leave the youth alone. Just leave him alone, bro.
And
4 goals off Erling Haaland.
And do you know what's
don't
mad?
Let my
Yeah,
boy hit 20 in the league. Don't let him hit 20
Don't
in the league.
Don't let Saka get 20.
Don't let 20. My agenda will be relentless.
Yeah,
if you don't think I'm bad now,
yeah.
let that guy hit 20 goals in the league at 22, please.
and do you know what's mad? Yeah, Sonny's brought up Jink. He's brought up I don't know, goals, assists, but there's one other ability we never talk about, and that's availability. Yeah, this guy is available all
bro, what was
the
the stat that they rolled
time.
off in the game? He's missed that one of the last 100 and
Cause
something
that's-
available.
It was that
Premier
one game
League
earlier this season.
That one game
it.
was Man City, the Man City game.
Bro, you know
He
he's
didn't play against City.
yeah. We
not
won
the
because of Havertz though. But my thing is, yeah. Sorry. Hey, do you know what? It was a glitch. It was a glitch. Yeah, but you know he scored like already like 56 Arsenal goals in his career or something.
Yeah.
Something weird.
Yeah.
Bro, this guy is like a season, 2 seasons away from already hitting the 100 club.
Bro,
50
he's
assists as
2 bro, if he hits 20 goals like next season and season after, he's already hit 100 goals for Arsenal.
That's
25.
crazy.
He's gonna hit because trajectory shows he's getting better every each year, bro.
Yep.
So
If you look at his output, if you look at his performances, if you look at his importance in the team, it's growing year
He
on
could
year on
potentially
year.
finish this season on 25-30.
Yeah.
If he really push, like there's 12 games in the league left, there's obviously the champs, whatever.
Yeah.
Bruv, it's not. He's been scoring braces every other game.
If he scores, if he goes 1 and 2 for the next 12 games, he hits 20 league goals.
Crazy.
You get what I'm saying?
Crazy.
And that's just goals, not to mention the assists.
Yeah, that's
when we
crazy.
talk about his availability, yeah, I think we should enjoy the moment now because I think when he reaches 26, 27, he's rubbed out.
Hey, bro, don't put that in there.
He's finished,
don't
bro.
put that into the
Guys,
universe.
please. As manager, there's no way he carries on.
Who's number
Plays
3?
every game, bro.
See, 3 to 5. This is where the debate comes.
I think it's Rice, you know.
I personally think it's Rice.
Yeah, I think it's Rice though.
I think, yeah, I would have said a name that comes in at 5 minutes. Surprise.
Yeah, cool. But Rice, again, phenomenal. I think we've said it. Like every time we do player ratings, it's an 8, it's a 9, it's an 8.
And I just want to clarify, yeah, with these power rankings, we're talking about the 5 best Arsenal players over the course of the season.
Yeah.
So just because a man might be 3rd,
doesn't
or he might
mean
be
we're calling him
4th,
shit.
or he
Yeah.
might be 5th, we're not calling him shit. We're not rubbing him out.
If anything, we're giving them their flowers because we're saying you're the top 5.
Yeah,
that
you
we're
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that shout out Declan Rice. There's not really much. Like we've said everything.
Yeah,
and this guy was number 1 for weeks. You get what I'm saying?
Months.
And you know what I'm saying? For months, yeah. Like he was number 1 for months, and I feel like his set piece taken as well. That's just another facet of his game that he's been able to show at Arsenal. Like he's multifaceted. Like we said in the last episode, he's multifaceted. Sometimes you just got to sit back and enjoy the player that we bought, bro. This is what 100 M's is supposed to look like in a footballer. Declan Rice.
Not like them flipping. You get me? Them sidemen at Chelsea or whatever. 110 mil or whatever. He's playing Enzo.
I call him sideman. What am I saying to you? I think number 4 is William Saliba.
I would have went for Odie.
I would say Odegaard.
Nah, Saliba, man.
I think
you know
it's
what?
William
Because he's
Saliba.
over the course of the
This is
season.
the danger.
Yeah,
of Arsenal.
I
That's why
agree.
to underappreciate
Agreed.
the guy.
No. But again,
Agreed.
because it's over the course of the season, I 100% agree with you. I personally think his form in 2024 has tailed off a little bit. He hasn't been as good as he was in the start of the season. I don't know if that's down to a slight shift in his role, where now because Ben White's inverting more, he's kind of covering the right-hand channel. So sometimes positionally, it might not be the best, but the mistake in the Liverpool game, wasn't happy with. The mistake in the Nottingham Forest game, wasn't happy with. Those are unusual errors for Saliba to make. Do you get what I mean? But again, you're going to have inconsistencies with young players.
But Saliba has to always be around attackers, so it's naturally that man. But Odegaard, the Luton game, don't know what he was doing with Barkley. Was he shining his shoes?
Again?
So there's games I can think of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not. I'm not here for peace. I'm just giving my personal opinion on Saliba in 2024, innit?
Yeah.
I feel like, again, the mistake against Liverpool and the mistake against Nottingham Forest is the type of complacency that you do get from a young centre-back.
I'm with you. I don't think Saliba has been Saliba in this new year.
Yeah.
I think there are the composure that I look from him, and
That Porto game was
there's certain things I look for him that I'm like, ooh, I'm not seeing it right now. But has Saliba been much more consistent this season than Ødegaard?
Yes.
That's 1,000% yes.
100%.
Yes.
100%.
Like, that's not even a debate. We're celebrating that Ødegaard's finally joined us again. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I just feel like, again, with the rest of the man, them, the way like, and because we ain't recorded, and so like there's things that have been missed in it. There's parts of the season that we ain't actually covered, but it's like, I think over the course of the season, I still think Saliba's been fantastic. I'm not surprised when young players kind of have dips in form and then they go back to being in form.
Agreed.
He's gonna show his real self
22
in the net,
bro.
And that's what we forget, bro.
He's 22.
He plays like he's a seasoned prophet. He's 22 years old. So I'm not on Saliba, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not on Saliba. Just let him do his thing, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? And then obviously, the debate is fifth because I think there's a couple
I don't think it's a
names.
debate, you know. I thought about this one. Reece put the metrics out. He said performances, consistency, and GA, you know. But I'm putting Kivio in there.
But you just said Ødegaard for fourth and he didn't make fourth.
But Ødegaard didn't make fourth.
No.
Saliba made.
I thought we argue for Ødegaard.
I think there's three players that can be arguing for fifth off the metrics.
You know, it is. Saliba's been good, yeah. But it's a tricky one, isn't it?
But you already made fourth, so your fifth technically should be Ødegaard.
I think Kivio has to be in there.
This not being about
That's reactionary because it's over the course of the season.
Yeah, but don't we do it by like who comes in more recently as well? So we have to add them to it as well.
Yeah, but it's still over the course of the season.
Hey, this guy's gonna make me pull out Bakayoko and that American guy that are taking it in turns. It's just, bro, don't piss me off, bro.
No,
Man's played well for 3 games and you put him in the fifth.
You put out the metrics, yeah. You said performances, consistency, and GA.
Yeah.
Performances,
Kivio
moments,
has
and
had all
GA.
three of that.
Performances, moments, and GA.
Moments. And
Yeah,
GA.
recently.
He's had all three of that for 3 games. This is what we're saying.
Not 3 games, be more than 3 games.
Huh?
We played 27. This is bearing in mind, this is just the
since
league.
when?
It's just the league, and we played 20-something games this season. And you're mentioning the man that's played.
Even prior to this run,
I can't respond to him because it's gonna sound like I'm on Kyria.
Yeah.
But the 3 names I was gonna put into the hat, you've got Ødegaard,
I got my name still on it.
you've got Kai Havertz,
Yeah.
and you've got David Raya.
Oh, you didn't put him in.
Like, for me, those are the 3 guys that there's arguments to be made that they can all be in 5th position, and I wouldn't be mad.
Nah, man.
Respectfully, I don't want to trigger no one, but
He's gonna pull out Havertz.
You think Havertz has been more consistent than Kivio?
You got months ago were we not arguing whether Kai Havertz there was a debate. He's been
I
consistent.
think there's one player getting done.
And Kyrio, can we sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go. See what you done.
Kyrio has started, because Guap said he was going to say something, but I'm sure he saw what I've just seen and put his phone back in his pocket. He started the last 3 games. Yeah? Yeah, cool.
I think the player we're doing.
But I get what you were trying to do. Kyrio has been good.
I think a player we're doing a massive. If again, this is over the course of the season.
Who are you going to say, Nelly?
Ben White.
Oh.
I think we're doing Ben White.
Steady Eddie, man. That's my boy, man.
If we're talking about performances, when does Ben White really ever let you down?
Never.
What's the other one? Moments. All right, Ben White is not like a prolific goal scorer or anything, but I feel like he compensates for that with the level of performance he gives us every week. He gives us at minimum a 7. He's one of those guys for us. And yeah, man, I feel like again, the man I've been talking about the new role, he's kind of adapted, inverting a bit more and all that sort of stuff. guy just adapts to whatever Arteta wants him to do all the time, like every single time. And I was one of his biggest doubters when he first joined us, bro. Ben White for me is one of the best right backs going, bro.
Do you know what?
Like, I think he's getting done dirty.
Shout out Sonny for mentioning Havertz. I feel like recently, I definitely think his performance has been improved, and I do think he is one of the catalyst sometimes to how we perform in certain games. Like you saw in the Burnley game, the tactics was literally him and trust. You know what I'm saying? But for me, number 5 is clear for me anyway. Yeah, I think Martin Odegaard, the captain, should be getting that 5th spot. I don't think it should be a debate. I think he's been fantastic since the turn of the year. I think they've asked him to drop deep in the pivot to help rise some games. Then he's been told, all right, go and do the normal 10 stuff some games. I forgot what game it was recently where everyone was like, bro, that was a pleasure to watch it. I don't know if it was Burnley or the game before.
It was
Yeah.
it might have been
who did we just like 5?
Burnley, yeah, it was Burnley. Madness, yeah. And I just think when he starts getting in that bag, like yesterday, the little back heel and stuff like that, that's when it's hard to drop that man down. I hate when he plays safe, like the Porto game, yeah. So for me, turn of the year Premier League games, my top 5 is everyone you lot said, including Odegaard, and that's why Guap's fucked himself up, because I love the fact that he mentioned Odegaard in the top 5, but because he was so focused on doing what Kyria asked him to do, because Kyria paid him money, he tried to take Odegaard back out.
Do you know?
But I hear everything you just said, and I'm not even against anything you just said, apart from the bit where you say the turn of the year.
Yeah.
So if we're talking,
But prior to his injury, he was all right though.
But let's not act to Joshua that Ben White didn't have this period where he was meaty. Then people tried to blame it on an injury, saying he's playing with an injury,
that's fair.
and then he went missing because he actually had an injury.
Yeah,
But that was before the turn of the year.
Yeah. So I'm agreeing. I'm saying to you,
and then that was like over like a 5 game stretch at most. Prior to that,
I'm not gonna lie.
Ben White was doing Ben White stuff.
I don't think Odegaard was bad the first half of I just think the only issue that people had is that he was barking it off too much. That was the main issue.
and he was actually scoring though.
Yeah.
What is
Odegaard got like
GA?
6 goals, bro.
Odegaard hasn't scored as much.
He's got 6 goals.
Oh,
7
so he's only
assists.
scored the same amount of Havertz.
He's got 6
He hasn't
goals,
scored as
7
much
assists,
as
or
last
something
season.
like that.
Havertz probably got more goals than him.
No, he's got
They
6
got-
in the
they
Prem.
both got 6 each.
In Prem only.
Yeah.
I think Odegaard.
No, Odegaard defo all comps that Odegaard defo beats him, I think.
Wait.
No, Havertz has scored more.
Wait.
Havertz
Odegaard's only scored 5 goals in the Prem.
has scored more.
Havertz has scored.
I told you. Havertz has scored more goals than him.
Wait, hold on.
Havertz got 7 goals now.
Hold on.
And wait, before you go.
No,
and
Havertz
again,
has scored 6 Prem goals.
How
6.
many matches has Odegaard played?
Defo more than Havertz, though. Havertz been dropped for a bit now.
Yeah, but Odegaard was injured for like 6 games or something.
No,
Yeah, he missed quite a few games.
Odegaard didn't miss that much games.
No, he didn't miss that much
How
games.
many games has he played?
But the guy's been there every time, I think, apart from like 2 games.
Played
Odegaard's
23
been
games.
super inconsistent
How
for
many-
me, man.
Havertz has played 25, but he hasn't started all of those 25.
Okay, fair.
Turn of the year again. Like I said, I agree with what you're saying. Like turn of the year, his performances have picked up. But if we're looking at the whole
See what
season,
you've just done though.
But
See-
wait,
if we're looking at the whole
wait,
season,
Let me bring it back. However, it's funny because GA is only the 3rd metric.
Hey, he
So
caught himself.
So I still think Odegaard's 5th. I still think Odegaard's 5th.
I want to
still.
throw a name into the hat, yeah, and it's quite ironic that it's me throwing the name into the hat, but I think David Raya, since coming into the team, he's been a bit shaky. I
don't know what's going on. Sonny's ill.
Listen. He's had a couple performances, most notably Tottenham and Chelsea. I was absolutely fuming at him about, but I can't lie to you. Since he's come into the team, he's got the most clean sheets in the league. He marshals that defense. He stops a lot of listen, and this is here on Hoopers and Shooters.
Listen. You weren't listening.
Wait, listen. Here on Hoopers and Shooters, we like to have things which are called teachable moments, innit? So sometimes you can learn something yourself, and then you can help try and educate other people that are just like you, innit? So I too used to be just like you. You see you sat at home that Ramsdale's your guy, and like, why did we sign this short goalkeeper and this, that, and the other? That was I started that. I was the president. You see what I mean? El Presidente, me. You understand? Sometimes you just have to accept. You got to wait and watch things and see how they play out, innit? That I've watched Raya over the course of the season. Now, I said last episode, I still think Ramsdale's a better shot stopper than him. I still have a few issues with Raya, but I can't lie, the impact that he's had on that team, as much as you want to credit Declan Rice, Saliba, and Gabriel, who are all in that top 5, Raya deserves an honourable mention. because he too is a big part of why defensively we're so good. He's very aggressive. He stops a lot of issues that I think maybe because he's not making 10 saves a game, people don't realize how good of a goalkeeper he is. And maybe I was guilty of that. Because even at Brentford, they never faced a lot of shots. He was a big reason for that. But seeing it every week, the way he claims crosses, the way he's aggressive of his line, his distribution, how comfortable he is on the ball, sometimes just his overall decision-making in games, it's like, even if he's not going to make the top 5, I just wanted to take this moment to give him an honourable mention because I see what you're doing. I was one of your biggest doubters, and now I want you to win the Golden Glove. So,
it takes a real man to do that, bro.
I've got honourable mention as well, yeah. I can't lie. The only reason you're not in my top 5 is just literally due to the fact that your body can't let you play games in a row, yeah. Jorginho, every time Arsenal have called up on him, has been phenomenal. The only it's a shame, man. It's a shame. It's just availability. That's all it is. Because I think he's been phenomenal.
The only foot he's put wrong is that mistake he made against Spurs. That's And that for me, I'm talking about since we signed him. By the way, that's the only thing I can look at and say,
he ain't put a foot
wrong.
It's funny because, like, the way he's been performing in the Arsenal shirt and the reaction he got when we signed him.
Yeah. What, do you remember it?
Because I was like, I think it was me, Reece, handful. I was like, you know what, I'm happy with this signing.
Yeah.
The rest were just going crazy. Like, bro, how did we go from Caicedo to Jorginho?
Bro, they just know his names, bro. Everyone likes names.
Caicedo was the guy in the league, name-wise. It's like, oh, that's the shiniest toy you get me in the basket.
Bro, do you know what it is? What Arsenal fans remind me of on Twitter, yeah? Alright, cool. They just got some fresh new J's, yeah? Nice little black stunners, yeah? Nice little, I don't know, fucking Louis V top, yeah? Amiri jeans. All they're lacking is a jacket, yeah? It's a nice little Nike jacket that's on the thing. That would do the job. Good brand. Do you know what I mean? But on the side, there's a Moncler jogger. My brother, you just need a jacket for that outfit. But it's Moncler. They want the jogger. How does that even make sense? Bro, I'm sure, man. Like, they just care about the names.
Name brand, bro.
Bro.
Do you know why I'm tapped, yeah? Because I couldn't wear a Nat jacket with an LV top. I couldn't do it. Do you know what's mad, yeah? I am who he's talking. It's me. He's talking about I am the Arsenal fans. This is fucked. But yeah, since we're doing honourable mentions, why
did I say the Nat jacket?
I don't know. That was mad still.
No, but we got the
I'm trying to pick up the top. You get it.
Since we're doing honourable mentions and whatever, yeah, I'll get shot if I don't do it. You're not gonna make the top 5. It is where it is. But shout out my dog eye bags. You're a finisher.
Yeah, man.
Like
Eyes, man.
you got the jink.
Yeah.
You bring a lot to the table. You understand? You might not make the top 5. You understand? You might not get your flowers from certain sections of the Arsenal fan base. Certain guys still feel like we should have signed Mudryk for God knows what reason.
Seriously?
Bro, you'll be surprised.
For what?
You'll be surprised. Certain men are still saying that, Mudryk, like Arteta captain, go save him, and that go Chelsea and
but Chelsea ruined talent though, so I won't focus too much on Chelsea.
But yeah,
because if I tell you who I like, you know,
no, I might laugh with you because I get it.
Let me just give our flowers first before.
No, Enzo. Yeah, Enzo.
David Fofana, man. Let me land.
Striker.
David Fofana, man.
Bro, is he Congolese, bro?
No,
wait, hold on. David, are you talking about Wesley?
No, that
no, he's talking about Burnley's one.
The striker.
Yeah, Burnley's one.
He scored again the other day.
But why is he judging you, Mr. Solanke? Hey, Solanke's been pissing me off recently, bro.
I wrote this. Did someone say 14 league goals?
Hey, David Fofana got like 4 and 5, you know. David Fofana, let us land, man.
His name's Datro. It's not
Datro,
David.
David
It's
Datro.
not who's David.
David Datro, bro.
David Datro.
David
But yeah,
Datro,
nah.
bro.
Shout out to Trossard, man. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
do you know
one of my
what?
guys.
He's the ultimate squad player. I know
Yeah.
people sometimes when you hear that, you're thinking you're cussing
It's
him.
not a disrespect.
But I grew up on Wiltord, the man them like
Yeah,
that, bro.
like,
People you
thank
can
you,
rely
like,
on.
bro,
Do you know what I'm saying?
do you know
We
what
had
is,
one of
yeah?
the greatest African players ever in Carnu.
Come on.
Doing
But
squad.
bear
You
man
used to
feel
rely
like
on
if
that.
you're not
Come on,
constantly in the starting 11 week in, week out, sometimes a man has the sixth man.
Yeah,
Sixth
yeah,
man of the
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Patrick
bro,
Beverly.
Man
Yeah.
grew up on Ray Powler.
I don't know why I just called it.
Man
I
said
don't know why I
Patrick,
just said that.
Patrick Bev's the NBA.
Guy just saying names, bro.
Nah, bro.
Hey, Pat Bev.
Hey.
But it's facts though. It's facts what the man are saying.
Hey.
Like, sometimes squad players sounds condescending, innit? But
Yeah.
again, you mentioned Wartord, Carnu, Ray Parler. These are guys
Yeah.
that have helped us with Edu.
Edu himself.
Yeah, yeah.
Edu
These are
himself.
guys that we've grown up on and winning us titles. You get it by coming in, doing a
And
job.
you don't win
You
nothing
get it.
without a certain squad.
Yeah.
Man, you
People like starting 11 FC is dead. I don't want to live that
That's what
life.
he was last year, man.
Yeah, do you get what I mean? Like,
learned
you
from
need a squad of players that you can rely on. If a man goes down or if a man's not performing, yeah, you know what I
Bruv,
mean?
last season,
Is Jota a starter for Liverpool?
Yeah, 100%.
not all the
in
time.
and out of the team.
No,
In
like,
and
no,
out of the team.
not all the
That's,
time.
Okay,
that's
so
another,
so
yeah,
who
squad
would
player.
be there? Yeah, I think
That's
he's a
another
squad player.
No, I think the squad players, for attacks like Gakpo, I think Darwin Nunes when Jota's available as a squad
But
player.
again, it's like whether
Now,
you
to
want
be
to say
fair to
Nunes
Klopp,
or
though, he
Jota.
rotates
So where do you
every-
play Jota then?
Jota's a striker for them.
He plays strike.
So
left.
in
Nine.
their strongest 11, you'll put Jota.
100%.
And Liverpool fans, jump in the comments. In your strongest 11,
No,
would you
Jota.
start
Nah,
Jota or Darwin?
Jota- Jota's so important to
if I'm
Liverpool.
thinking even what Jamal would say, my boy that's supposed to, he'd probably say
No, I think
Jota's
Jota's
better.
cold, but I just don't know if he was their starter.
No,
He's
you know
just
what?
one of those
Because
guys that always
after
get
Salah,
goals.
After Salah, the goal outlet is Jota.
Yeah.
After
He
Salah,
rotates
he's
it heavily.
important.
though.
Yeah,
Klopp.
Yeah, they
He
rotate a
rotates it
lot.
heavily.
That's the benefits of having a strong squad.
Yeah.
You can utilize
Even with us now, it's like
to the point where we don't know who their starter is. That shows you how well they use their
even
squad.
with us now, obviously we've lost Zinchenko, Kvyat's come and done a great job.
Yeah.
Last season, you're telling me we lose Tomiyasu, Zinchenko, Partey, Jesus. We're finished.
Yeah, yeah.
We're crying. We're on this podcast crying.
So who was fifth?
Oh, do we agree? on
Odegaard,
Odegaard?
yeah?
Yeah.
Odegaard. And that's about it, guys. In the comments, let us know what you think about our power rankings, what order you lot would have had it in. But we're back now. Like we said, what you saw last episode, what we got another one here. We're gonna keep staying consistent again. Do you know what I'm saying? Loading towards the end of the season. Follow us on everything. We're back.
Oye, Tommy, dame el fuego, papi.
I'm just tryna see that, let's see.